I love me some Avatar Nation. Step on them, king. Step on them, king.
Please, you have nerve. You've been beating everybody.
I'm talking, baby.
What up, SK?
I'm here for the mess.
I'm talking, baby.
Get it, Daddy.
Hey!
I love me some Avatar Nation. Step on them, king. Step on them, king.
Wow.
Although you didn't call me silly, honey, you're shady.
I'm talking, baby.
Get it, Daddy.
Well, goodness gracious.
No beef, just tofu.
Wow. I'm here for the mess. Get it, Daddy.
Woo, child.
Well, goodness gracious.
Avatar Nation.
All right, what's up, everybody? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Let me first say I don't think this is going to be a long live. I'm just letting y'all know. I just wanted to comment on a couple of things before they become irrelevant. So, first off, what's up to test myself? I want to say thank you to everybody who aided in me getting the 2025 NCAA football. Y'all can see I put a video out earlier today. It was good to interact with the people in the chat. I did find how I was able to, and I'll try it the next time, how I'm able to talk while broadcasting. So that feature was turned off, but I'm gonna turn it on and see. I think it'll be more fun to do it that way rather than just typing it in the chat. So yeah. In regards to real world news, there ain't much. I mean, there's not much going on. They're talking about the election. They're talking about the Olympics. They're talking about that stuff. Which I mean, it's not much to talk about in regards to that. Um, yeah, that's about it. I was trying to think what else is going on. What's up, Watanya Jones? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. So, yeah, like I was saying, there's not much going on. People talk about the Olympics, and I mean that's I mean nothing much we can really talk about in regards to that. Make it a big deal. All right. So the one thing I wanted to talk about regarding this whole thing with, like, let's just sum it up real quick, right? Ness is really pissed off VS. So VS is really trying to, even if the conversation goes on to another person, or even if it's like Jay Dunn is at fault, Susie is somehow trying to circle it back and show that Ness is involved. She's really pissed off at Ness, um, which is very interesting. She found the old clip, but I felt that clip that she played isn't that damaging because you got to understand anyone who's leaving a place that they weren't happy at is going to say something disparaging about the circumstances and the situations. And I mean, I'm sure that pastor and the husband and wife have heard many of things from people who've been disgruntled, when they were there. I mean, I'm just gonna be real. I'm just gonna be honest. Now, what I did not know that Ness was over there sitting, putting labels on jars and canning, jam and jelly. I thought, damn, you over there putting labels on jars of jam and jelly. I mean, you got to get it how you get it. And it was weird how she was saying like they were working the factory, but the factory would give the pastor their earnings. And it was interesting, but those are the kind of things that I guess she had to do to get what she had to get out of. The other situation, I'd be curious to know about the whole time is when they decided to sit up here and break away, right? So she decided to break away with this older woman, and go to a hotel. I mean, that's a story we need to hear about because that sounds like a whole Lifetime movie. How you decide to break out of the what they call it, the rehab. Well, I don't think it was called a rehab facility, but some religious place, and then go hop into a hotel, then go and hop into renting a place, and that place with your landlord. You said he was over there going in your room when you was at work and putting up cameras and stuff. Child, Ness, if you was really entrepreneurial, you will find a way to write a book or make a movie out of your whole life. See, that's what you need to be doing. You need to be working with that millionaire subscriber to film a documentary of your life and pitch it to Netflix and get you some money that way. That's how you do it, rather than using you to be a clown. What's up, Adore? How you doing? Long time no see. Thank you for being here. What's up, Black Strawberry Apple? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. All right. So let me tell you some real stuff. I'm dealing with a dilemma, and I'm a person that it's hard for me to tell people no because I honestly like to really make people happy. And I'm dealing with this person. It is a woman, and I think I mentioned her to y'all before. And I feel like like she wants me to travel 3 hours away from where I am, 3 hours back to help her move some furniture that she wants to keep because a relative in her family passed away. And I guess she's decided to become the person who's dealing with mm, directing how the situation is dealt with. But I'm like, that's to me, that's selfish because you're doing this because you want to keep furniture. And then, what's up, Room Shaker? Thank you for. I saw your comment. Thank you for your support over here. I appreciate it. What's up, lovely one 2.0? What's up, Ron P? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, detached. It is regarding Ness. It is sad, but it is interesting. As I mean, to say the least, very sad. And if you think about it, I'm sure she don't want to relive those moments either. But it's like you're asking me to drive 3 hours back, 3 hours up, 3 hours away, 3 hours back, so you can keep some furniture. I felt like if you're going to impose on someone like that, it should be immediate discussion of how you going to reimburse someone. You know what I mean? I just don't. I'm just sitting on there right now. 'Cause I just feel that's kind of selfish for you to say, "Oh, I want to keep this furniture and I want to move it," and then you can you help? And I'm like that's like you using me in a way, like you're using me because I mean, if you really want to do it right, you could have hired a moving company and moved it that way. Like I told you, I'm like I have a physique, and sometimes people want to use me for my physique. I remember this one time I was younger, like what was I? What was just getting out of high school. This lady thought that she could use me. I had two people do that shit to me. Actually, this one woman, she thought that she could use me to help move some furniture while she had a whole motherfucking husband, and the husband is just sitting up there eating on a motherfucking apple. I was like, "Yo, bro," I was about to tell him, but I had respect for my elders. I'm like, "Yo, are you just gonna sit here and watch us move this stuff? Why don't you help? You an able-bodied man." So yeah, so I'm just that was on my mind. It been on my mind the whole time. I have not picked up my phone. I have not answered no messages because I just don't like people using me in that capacity. And then on top of that, even if she was to pay me, it is still an inconvenience for me because 3 hours away, it's like a 6 hour chore. And then on top of that, when you move other people's furniture, you have to be very careful because you can wind up pulling out your back. You can wind up physically hurting yourself because you sit up here trying to be nice. I mean, I don't know. So that's what I'm doing. What's up, Mika baby? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. What's up, Zasara Real Talk Channel? How you doing? Thank you for being here as well. Let me see anybody else come in because I do believe in acknowledgement. Okay, so yeah, so the whole situation. You said Sir King, that's facts. Yeah, I mean, you just gotta be careful and like I said, I was sitting and thinking, it's like, no, it's time for you to say no. And I rarely say no. It's time for you to say no because I just feel like people are taking advantage of a situation. You're not even being considerate of my schedule, and it's dealing with distance. If the person lived around a block or even across town, I wouldn't even be talking about that. I would be right over there. That's not an issue for me. But you talk about 3, 4 hours away, and then I gotta drive back. Nah, I'm sorry. Because I know me, I'm gonna be grumpy the whole damn time. What's up, Barbara Law? How you doing? What's up, Stephanie D? Thank you for being here. So going back to the whole Ness situation, that whole situation is interesting and all that other stuff. And she was saying, I mean, like I said, people are saying that they're gonna send the footage over to the church or whatever. I don't think the people really care about that because, like I said, for what I saw, what I heard, Ness didn't really say too bad of a thing. She didn't sit up there and say that they were doing certain stuff, unless there's other parts of what Ness said that I haven't heard. Like, what I heard, what was played over and over again. Okay, okay, and what? She didn't really say too much. I mean, she was just talking about what happened, and everybody's got their version of a situation and a story. So yeah, lovely one says, "Tell her that you don't want to do it." Well, I told her, I just told her, I said, look, I have an appointment this day. This day, I'm already obligated to something. So hopefully she get the hint. I just don't like people who take advantage of other people. And like I said, I had to sit down and say, if it was around the block across the town, I wouldn't have an issue. But we're dealing about a long distance in hours. And then what's the effed up part about it is like once we get done driving, no, not even that. I'm sure there's going to be some loading, right? It's not like I'm gonna pull up and things are already loaded. I don't like to work for free in that capacity. And then on top of that, we're gonna have to drive, right? Then once we drive, we're gonna have to unload, right? So that's gonna take some time. That's gonna take some energy. Then on top of that, I'm gonna have to drive back. I don't want to drive. I don't want to drive tired, and I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I just feel like people are taking advantage of me and my kindness and my niceness. And like I said, I don't care if she paid me. It's just I don't want to do that. That's a great commitment that I don't want to do physically, mentally, financially, and otherwise. Um, Especially when you're driving long distances, you have to be so careful about how other people drive and all that. I'm really not a big fan of driving, especially when it comes to other people. Now, I'm driving for myself, fine, but when it comes to other people, because you be on other people's agenda, and other people can be so inconsiderate. Like they don't know that you want to just get and go, you know. But anyway, that's a long story short. What's up? I'm a fiance. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. All right, so we talked about Ness. What's the thing I want to talk about real quick? All right, this is. I hope y'all paying attention, and I may get in trouble with saying this, but I have to. I have to point out the truth of the matter, right? So this whole thing about the heat, I don't care nothing about that lady's name, whatever it is, but the whole situation is just weird. Like weird, just weird, just weird. Like and put the dots together. Kimmie likes the heat. Kimmie just said 2 weeks ago she was done with this. She ain't coming back. Go to Joyce. I don't know which one of Joyce's lives, but go to you'll find it. Go to one of Joyce's recent lives that's been done in the last 2 weeks, where she got all the people on the panel. Kimmie was over there saying, "I'm done. I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back." And I'm like, okay, all right, she's done. All that. I said, all right, cool. I can respect that, right? 2 days later, she come busting out alive. And I'm like, uh-huh. So what made you decide to say that you done, you happy, you glad, you ain't doing this no more to now busting out a whole lot? And now mind you, I'm not saying Kimmie can't do what she want to do. Kimmie could do whatever the heck she wants to do. But what makes a person go from adamantly 100% confidence of saying, no, I'm not doing no more. I'm tired of this area. I'm happy. I'm cool. To you sitting up there cranking up a live 48 hours later. And it wasn't a short live. It was an hour long live. And that's fine. That's great. The people enjoy Kimmie. But something had to change for you to immediately go from going straight to now going right. Right? I'm just saying, pay attention to this. So I'm saying, okay. See, money, and this is my observation. I don't know. I don't have no proof. But money talks. Money makes people move and do things. And I may be totally wrong. But I felt that a person financially incentivized Kimmie to come live. And she did. And my theory was only proven right again today. Right? Right? Because we wanted to focus on Lolo, but who did we start focusing on? JoJo, which is the Heat. We wanted to focus on Lolo, but we really wanted to focus on JoJo. See, JoJo is using Kimmie's platform as a sounding board. Now you may say, well, wait a minute. Don't JoJo got her own channel? Yes, JoJo got her own channel. But nobody paying attention to that shit. Excuse my French. Ain't nobody paying attention to that. Mommy Popo, they said something about Ness is taking like a 2-day hiatus and gonna be returning on Monday. I don't know why, but that's what I heard. But when JoJo wants to get her word out, she uses Kimmie's platform. And I said, interesting. Because like I said, they want to focus on Lolo. Oh, can Lolo fly or do whatever on the hang glide or whatever, that the zip line and all that? We're gonna call. We're gonna put on our white voice while messing up the white voice and sounding black in the middle of pretending to have the white voice, all that stuff. I said, okay. But then on top of that, the Heat jumps up in the middle of while Kimmie's trying to do the research for the zip line. It says, hey, oh, do you need me? Oh, you need me? Oh, I thought you need me. Oh, Kimmie's like, oh, no, I'm not ready for you. Oh, all right. What? What the? Okay, what? What Barnum and Bailey or coordinated thing that we got going on here? She hit the link when she ain't ready, when you ain't ready. I'm like, busted, 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 busted. She thought that she missed her time to come up, and Kimmie was, I guess, waiting or stalling for her to come up. But when her act, Kimmie was not ready for her act. She was still on Lolo and calling zipline places in Vegas. So, whatever. Okay. So I said, oh, it's very interesting. So I said, okay, I see what this is. The Heat's probably financially incentivizing Kimmie allegedly to come live. What's up, YouTube cameras? The Heat is using Kimmie to get her word out about and get her voice out to the masses about this whole ID and all this other shit. See, when the Heat slipped up over there on the VS's, because Jay Dunn had already said something about businesses. And then the Heat come up after saying the same thing about businesses. And I'm like, you just somewhat in a way validated what Jay Dunn was saying, what she knew, because you says, oh, I have multiple. But Jay Dunn just said the same thing, but you said you had the wrong person. Listen, I don't care. I'm just letting y'all know what is being said, and there is consistency. I don't care what the hell that lady identity is, whatever, and how many fake licenses she got going on. I don't give a damn. But nonetheless, we get back to Kimmie. All right. So we said, okay, I see what's going on. I think the Heat may be financially incentivizing Kimmie to go live and using it as a soundboard. Okay. All right, boom, bam, 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 whatever. So they're going up there, and I guess she's using Kimmie's platform to discuss how, you know, how they have the wrong information, how she can have two aliases, and how she paid for the hotel room, and how, everybody's wondering, well, wait a minute, if, you're not using the right name, how are you so quick to engage in sexual relations with Ness? She said, oh, she saw Ness's paperwork and all this other stuff and all that. I was like, okay, interesting. But here's the kicker. What I was going to say, I even forgot my point. Here's the kicker. Here's the kicker here. So Joyce comes up, and let me just say, the beach is better. No, she's not. The beach is not better. She need to change her name. The beach is not better. Because the beach was so annoying. So annoying. So I'm like, damn, is the beach getting paid by the heat too? Because all the beach was doing was up there cutting off people, trying to make sure people didn't, the heat didn't say the wrong information, the wrong thing. She even told the heat to plead the fifth at one time. I'm like, yo, you a detriment to the broadcast. How she got up there, I don't know, but she was truly, and she sounded like Daffy Duck. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't have to do that. You don't got so many loopholes. There's so many loopholes you guys don't know about. But you got to reserve a hotel. I'm like, if you don't shut up, I'm like, what are you saying, Daffy Duck? What are you saying, Daffy Duck? I was like, what are you saying? You ain't got to do that. And I'm the Fifth Amendment. Please fifth. I'm like, why are you up here? So then Joyce hit the panel, right? And I think Joyce asked this question when Kimmie was dealing with her dog. So the question was, because they're like, who know the Heat name and all the stuff, right? So Joyce, and I don't even know why Joyce was up there. No offense to you, Joyce, but I don't know why Kimmie was summoning you up to the panel. I don't know. But it's not a problem because you kind of did your job. So I guess Joyce don't get along with the Heat because the Joyce asked Kimmie, "Do you know who the Heat is?" Woo! I was like, "Ooh!" So here comes Daffy Duck. Why are you asking that question, Joyce? Why are you asking that question, Joyce? Or should I say in the Daffy Duck voice, why are you asking the question, Joyce? Why are you asking that question? I was like, ooh, 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 ooh. And when she was getting admonished by Daffy Duck, Joyce did not say, oops, I'm sorry, my bad, wrong place, wrong location. Nope, she sure did not. She sat there and pretty much sat there in silence like she wanted to answer. And then once Kimmie got back from tending to her dog, I guess the question was asked again, or she figured out or heard what the question was, and Kimmie got to be like, I don't know who the he is. Mm. Then I was like, okay, maybe I give Kimmie the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she don't know who the he is, but then I knew this is what Kimmie was lying. I don't even know what the heat looked like. I was like, girl, you're lying. Girl, you're lying. Girl, you're lying. You're lying. You're lying. You're lying.
Lying. Why you always lying?
I was like, you doing too much, Kimmie. I don't know what her name. Let me see. Do I know what you look like? Are you serious? All this chit chat that you be doing in the background. The Heat done sit over here and show a picture that she looked like Little Fizz from B2K all the time when she was up here from the beginning. And now you going to have a sudden case of an amnesia, Kimmie. Now, Kimmie, I ain't coming at you, but Kimmie, I'm just doing my fair critique and analysis. You go conveniently don't know, engage with someone consistently who motivated you to go live after you said 48 hours prior that you are done with this area, and you gonna say you don't know what she look like? I'll wait. Because I kind of believe you when you said you did not know her name, but when you said you don't know what she look like, then you just show the girl, AI girlfriend the other day. Oh no, these people do too much. Um, Let me see what y'all saying in the chat before before the comments don't link up with the commentary. Hold on, y'all. What you say? Emma fiance says I'm a JD calls her hammerhead Joyce. Boy, no, it should be catfish queen. Cause damn, when she put that makeup on, that is not what she look like with that makeup off. I'm like, girl. The catfish queen. That's her name. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna try to read y'all comments real quick. We appreciate you all for tuning in. Thank you so much. Definitely. Lovely one says, if you say you have something to do, then she says she's gonna say what day is good for you. Sorry. They won't know Lolo has surgery. She can zip line at her own risk. Exactly. I agree. Until she can't walk. Miami, for someone to have been watching the sector, I wonder why she still feels like VS is someone she has to prove herself to. Because of that back end conversation, she probably stood up there and said that she thought VS was the greatest. She probably has a lot of admiration for VS because Ness needs to be led. So she probably still sees her in that leader formation. He wants to be the Grim Reaper, like, oh, child. What? Let me shut up. And that whole thing about willingly giving your information like that, like what? But the Heat has a virtual DNA, and I've seen that. I've seen her do the same move countless of times to prove a point. Like she gets so caught up in the moment of trying to prove something that she don't think about the long term consequences of her actions. And I've seen that, like deleting your page over and over again. Like you said, I like Lolo, but let's. Oh Lord, don't do that. Don't say that. Um, if Ness saw Heat's paperwork, it would have her name on it. Oh well, everybody know Ness's name. Everybody know Ness's name. What's up, Keena? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. I know I may have said hello to you earlier, but I'm gonna say hello to you again. What's up, Simply Success? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Y'all go make sure y'all subscribe to YouTube cameras. She's causing a lot of ruckus in these streets. Emma, I'm a fiance says, why didn't the beach plead the fifth when she lied on that? That's what I was saying. She like, oh, I know how this work, and I know how this work, and I'm like, for someone who knows that they're well versed in legal matters, why you didn't think that through when you sitting up there trying to run game on FedEx? Mm, child. What's up, Toya Abstract? How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you for being here. All right, let me see what y'all saying. Molly Mayback says the way Kimmie called the zipline place today was like when Ness called the airlines. It was definitely the Heat's idea. Interesting, interesting. And then the Heat gonna say we all low grade bums or something like that. But I'm like, why are you hanging around here then? If we all low grade, something she said, like some adjective she used to describe people, or like she said low grade people or something like that. Why are you hanging around over here then? We all know what she look. That's what I'm saying, Mommy Popo. I don't know what she look like, y'all. I'm like, do I know what she look like? What? But she got you to go live though, child. I just be like laughing. I'm like, y'all be telling on yourself. I'm a fiance says we all know she was like, oh Lord, Scottish boy. Yes. Feel free to bless Sir King with the host $ Sir King crown if you so choose to. Thank you, Detach. Mommy Popo says, why does Kimmie talk like a baby when she lies? Kimmie, if you listening, Mommy Popo said it, not I. Marty Maybach says, hey, okay, so they're talking to each other. Toya Asher says, she looks like a turtle, very amphibious. Yeah, she trying to be a man and a woman at the same time. That's what you call amphibious, right? From land and water. Let me see. Mommy Popo says they can't keep up with their own lie. Like they said, when you tell one lie, it's hard to keep up with another one. All right, let me see. What's up, Chef Outspoken? What you cooking up in these streets? What you cooking up in these streets? Joyce looked like a Joe without makeup. Joe Biden? Our fiance says she does her makeup, but her hair sticks up like freaking. Damn, you tearing up these people. Bobby Popo says she could never. Mm. All right, let me see. Marty says yes. The heat puts value on stamps of approval of certain people instead of just proving it. Interesting. Yep. Wow, good catch. Is that my choice? Oh, Toya Astrap says TH is obsessive and nuts. She needs a straight jacket. I told you that Ness is conveniently lesbian, right? Like I told you, I put on my community. I feel that Ness feels that it's easier to get more to get stuff out of women than there is to men, especially if she pretends to be a lesbian. I honestly do feel that. What? I'm not a low grade bum. She needs to speak for herself. Let me see. Let me see. Ness took TH's soul when she, oh child when she went to Child Town. Took her soul. I don't know about that. Not cooking up anything in these streets. Not worth fixing. I hear you. Toya says I asked her what was she doing with her hair. She said, "What do you?" Yeah, how you gonna be about beauty, but just your hair is just all over the place. Like your hair, like your hair ain't seen a comb since 1975. Like how does that work? Like it's like them kids that got all that hair on the top of their head, and then they want to go to the barber to line up the back. What? What? How? What? Who started that? I'm gonna look nappy on the at the top, and then just refined in the back and on the sides. I don't know. I just don't understand how she. Anyway, Joyce is Joyce. Joyce is Joyce, and so yeah, I thought that was quite interesting how she is trying to see if Kimmie knew who the Heat really was, and of course, you know what's her name? Kimmie was gonna lie. You had to say that because see, Joyce was playing the angle of, oh, okay, well, I got a good rapport with Kimmie too. So when I get Kimmie one on one, I'm gonna ask certain questions to see what I can find out. That's what that was about. That was that about. And she knew, you know, she kind of played. She kind of checked. And if you know chess, she kind of checkmate Kimmie, right? And I don't know if that's that military training or what that she finally decided to use, but she kind of checkmate Kimmie. I'm gonna tell you how she did it. She knew if she asked the question to Kimmie online, she could tell easily whether or not Kimmie was lying. And Joyce's line of questioning, just that one question, spoke volumes because the Heat was there too. The Heat didn't say shit. The Heat was waiting on the answer too. But when Joyce asked that question, see, Joyce, when she really don't want to ruffle your feathers or whatever, she'll say, I'm sorry. Oh, I didn't mean that. Child, I'll talk to you later. Or we'll talk about that offline. She didn't say nothing like that. She just said she wanted that answer then and there. She wasn't not about to give Kimmie an out by saying, "I'm sorry for that. We'll talk about." No, she was not giving Kimmie no out. And you see, and I noticed, I peeped this too. The Heat and Joyce never acknowledged each other. That spoke volumes to me because if you were, even though you were good, you talking, if you got a good rapport with somebody, or you in somebody good graces on the YouTube streets, you pretty much acknowledged them, and she didn't do that. And I said, interesting. And she didn't backtrack and asking that question to Kimmie by saying, "I'm sorry." So Kimmie had to provide a response, and by whatever response Kimmie provided and how she provided that response, Joyce got her answer. Joyce got her answer. So peep that. So mm, peep that. So that was interesting too. What's the other thing I want to talk about? Lolo. Lolo, all I'm gonna say is them people are getting ready to clown you. Them people are getting ready to clown you in real life. Now I don't know. I don't want. I don't want to ever think that it's okay to make fun of people who have disabilities, because that's not, and that detail should have never been shared, especially with that particular source, knowing how untrustworthy they are. That was wrong on all fronts. But as you know, this area does not care. What's up, Miss Rhea? Miss Rhea, did I say it right? Miss Rhea Triple X. Hope I said your name right. Miss Ray E. Ray E. Triple X. This area don't care. But Lolo, you are about to be made content for at least 72 hours. So I don't know how you can walk or how you can roll, but them people are about to clown you, and they talking about it already. So it's pretty much a done deal. So I hope you put on your mental and physical armor and prepare for what's to come, because they clown anybody that got any kind of deformity, unless you go out and spill your own tea and walk across a room or something. And I ain't telling you what to do, but I'm telling you how to handle the situation and kind of take the ammunition or the juice out of their battery that they are about to unleash on you. Because I've kind of heard it for myself already. What I mean, obviously they said it publicly, but you about to become the sector laughing stock, um, because of your involvement in this this Vegas situation. So, and I hope it don't. Chef Outspoken says you could definitely walk. I'm glad to know that, and I hope you can walk perfectly, because they gonna be examining piece by piece. Okay. Chef Outspoken says a lot already knew about Lolo because JD is supposed to say about 4 years ago. Nobody wants to walk through that airport in Vegas. I'm gonna start asking. No, I agree. I mean, sometimes people use that wheelchair service, so that means it's just been her thinking ahead. You know. Rob P says very true. That clock seems to be ticking. Get ready. Yeah, I already expressed my viewpoints on that whole situation. My fiance says, has the wheelchair pusher been appointed yet? Yeah, it's Lemon. Oh Lord, poor Lolo. If I was her, I would stay home. Take your life back. Excuse me. You're gonna be the butt of the joke. Sad. I mean, on all fronts. On all fronts. And then Ness is going in there giving details about how the millionaire subscriber had to book her flight, and when as something was coming due, I guess Lolo let him know about the accommodations that she was needed. So the millionaire subscriber, if the I can't even say that the organizer had to go back in there and make sure that those accommodations were put forth or made right for Lolo so she could have it. So apparently, that's how the information came out. Miss Rhea, Miss, I don't want to say your name wrong. I know you said I said it right the last time. Miss Ray X says, I wish you would stay home. I wish you would too. Next level Godchild says, hey SK, how you doing? What's up? Next level Godchild. So apparently other news has come out is that Rico and Wiley are not going on this trip. I know there's somebody in this chat that's adamant and vehemently denying that Sean Bradley or the Lady Ty is involved in this. But I'm telling you right damn now, there's too much going on that's reminiscent of the first endeavor. And I know, but mm, I just there's too much. Why is Wiley going? Why Rico going? Rico don't even make no content like that over here. Now apparently VS going. I don't know. It's interesting. It could be anybody, to be honest. It could be anybody who sits up here and sees the entertaining component that we have and then tries to come in and take it and incorporate different things that they want and different people that they know will be instant entertainment or at least instant drama. Chef Outspoken says Wiley is homeless, so I'm not surprised. Rico is almost homeless again. Excuse me. Praying on them. You know, there's a large homeless population that lives under the city of Vegas. Do y'all know that? Do you know that? A large homeless population that lives under the city of Vegas. Y'all should check that out. And then when it floods, that's when they in the most danger. But there's a whole city under the city of homeless people. I was reading an article one time. I said, "Oh, that's scary, but interesting at the same time." So, Bab says, "Staying home is so underestimated." Excuse me, y'all. Staying home is so underestimated. All your stuff is there too. It's so comfortable. I agree. It's just weird. It's like it's not to me. It's just the epitome of an unsafe situation. Is that people are don't know them really. You don't know them. You meet them for the first time. You don't know where they're coming from. They're already telling you that they're not on the up and up. Right? Some people needing. You know, it's you don't know. Like you don't know if they're gonna hide your luggage. You gonna hide your underwear. You just it's just you hide your clothing. And if you share rooms, then that means they got the same room key that you got. There's too much paranoia. And then on top of that, we're not even talking about the fact of boredom. It's different when you're able to talk to somebody for 2 hours, but now you are in the confines of someone for 24 hours. You don't know that the person that you're rooming with snores. You don't know if the person that you're rooming with got bad farts or stink when they go to the bathroom or have just bad cleanliness habits or talk loud incessantly or likes to be intrusive on your space and invite people. You don't know if the people that they might be bringing people with them that you don't even know and you might not even vibe with. So that's going to be an issue right then and there because their friend might be on one. So who are they going to protect? You or their friend? I'm just saying. Outspoken says Ratchet and Ghetto does sell. It sure does. And this has all the makings of it. Has all the makings of it. Let me see. What? Wiley got evicted and he made 36. He rode 36 hours to Vegas because the sub said he could stay with them. Wait, but Outspoken is he staying with the sub now? And why did he get evicted? Well, we know why, obviously, because the rent wasn't paid. But why wasn't the rent not paid? Is he just start working? Now that's the T. That's the T right there. I saw him cleaning up the and vacuuming one of the closets, but I thought that was a voluntary move. He was cleaning up the closets like he was trying to get his deposit back. But if he get evicted, he ain't get no damn deposit. What? Ron P says, "Wow, I just searched homeless Vegas. You are so right. Yes, it's a whole city under the city. Whole city under the city, and it's scary down there for what I saw. The stuff. Like, it's dark and it's so big that people got like I don't want to say communities, but they got different areas and stuff. Like it's just I don't know how like people who want to escape. It's two ways you. Well, I don't say two ways you get down there. People who go to Vegas looking for fame and it don't work out right, or people who run away, and then the other one is just people who want to escape society, right? They said it was a guy that said he was a whole engineer and all this stuff, but somehow, you know, life got to him and he had to live. He decided to live down there. I don't know. Yeah, it's scary. So you said, how did you know about that? I because sometimes you get recommended stuff and you see him cleaning. I'm like, what the hell are he cleaning? This is the opposite of what he normally do, you know. So it is sad. Enjoy life. It is sad, but you know, our a lot of people. Somebody said, how can we have so much land and have be so resourceful, but have so many homeless people? And the homeless situation is it getting worse because of the rents and stuff like that. And let me just tell you something. Like we're taking a different turn now, but I don't mean to make y'all scared or anything. But I told you that they're trying to crash the economy. I do feel this week, and I may be wrong. But let's just say this way: they're going to crash it, but then they're going to try to prop it up before the election. I see the writing on the wall. I think you're going to see a lot of red next week. The job numbers come out next week from what I read briefly, and in order for them to cut the interest rate, the job numbers have to be, excuse me, the unemployment numbers have to be high. If the unemployment numbers are not that bad, they think the economy is still going good. So what's the reason for cutting the interest rate? Watch. They're intentionally trying to sabotage the economy to for proof that inflation is going down and for proof that the interest rates needs to go below. So they're going to seek the economy, and then things are going to go green right before the election. I'm like, I told you so. I told y'all. I'm a fiance says, I one wrong move can mess up your whole life. And not even that, I'm a fiance. It could be somebody else's wrong move. And let me tell you how. If you married to somebody and that motherfucker decide that he don't want to live no more, or he decide he wants to get on some kind of drugs or something, and you his wife, that could mess you up too, right? Especially if you dependent on his income to sustain you. There are resources and stuff like that, but it ain't just that person's move. That move can affect somebody else too. It's so fragile how life is, you know. And I think a lot of people on this application, and this application is just a microcosm of some of the stuff that happens in society. But a lot of people don't understand how blessed they are. They continue to make mistake after mistake, and their situations and their circumstances only change a little rather than drastically. And sometimes they even give it a second chance to rebound from that. But it takes one situation, to really mess you up. Like today, I saw a lady getting out of her car, and she was a paraplegic, right? And I felt bad, like I felt bad for her, and then I was like, I wasn't going to help her. Don't take it the wrong way. Don't take this the wrong way. I saw her from my vehicle and she was getting out of her vehicle. Obviously, she has a whole process. And I'm sitting up there and I'm just thinking in my car, would she be offended if I was to come over there and try to help her or make her situation easier, like holding a wheelchair or something like that. You know what I mean? So that, because I was thinking she was getting out of her car and her wheelchair could have rolled away as she was moving herself from her car to her wheelchair. And I was just thinking, like, would she be offended? But I didn't, but shoot. And so the next thing I know, she was up there already where she needed to be. So I said, she got this down pat. But I say that because there was some situation that caused her to lose the ability to walk. We even take walking for granted. You know what I mean? So, whew, yeah. So yeah, you're right. One move can cause you to lose everything. You know. Lolo can call the airlines to request for an attendant for free. In Vegas, maybe she can Uber and stay inside the casino playing penny slots. I feel like they said, Lolo, you need to go with Jay Wilson. Lolo, you need to go with Vivian. Because, no offense, sitting online in a gaming chair is gonna be totally different when you moving and shaking with them younger folks over there in Vegas and their shenanigans. You just gonna be smiling and cheesing all day. Yeah, 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 yeah. No, no. You do better with Vivian and Jay Wilson for real, for real. Maybe y'all can link up and find each other. Picture lady at whatever gmail.com, right? Make sure you have it stored in your phone. Lovely one says, I don't tease people with disabilities either. No, I don't. But they can be very defensive, meaning they don't want you to feel like they need special assistance in any way, especially if they are able to do it, do what they need to do. Ron P says, I do the casino would be a good spot for Lolo to stay safe and have a good time. Child, you go that far just to sit at a gaming machine. She could get her PS5, and that would do the same damn thing she gonna do in Vegas. And all that. Do they allow you to smoke in Vegas? I don't know. You could have just asked if she needed any. No, I passed. I rolled right on by. That's what I was thinking as I was rolling. She seemed very stern. She was going to work out, but I'm not telling you how she was going to work out, but she was actually going to work out. So she was good. She knew she had a routine. She was in a handicap spot. She knew she knew how to handle the situation. I just think it was just me, myself, looking at the situation, you know, and just saying, how could I help? But sometimes people don't want your help. Just like homeless people, I was gonna get a man $20. He's like, I don't want your money. Nigga. If you don't need my $20, then why are you digging in the garbage can? What? Come on now. You be a prideful fool. How the hell you talking about you don't need my $20, but you digging in the garbage can and gonna have an attitude? I said, okay, all right, bye. How's you gonna have an attitude? Sorry, y'all. Sorry, I'm just replaying it in my mind. I offer you $20. You dig it in a garbage can, talking you don't need it, and no. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm like, what the? Am I missing something? Am I missing something? Oh my God! It's just like this world. This world is a trip, dog. Mm, mm, mm. Oh Lord, I'm sorry. I'm just replaying that in my head. Ugh. Mm. Okay, sorry, y'all. You offer him $20. He talking about he don't need it, but he dig it in the trash. Okay. All right. Going back to the comments. Woo, child. I'm a fiance says, but I have always thought Lolo is older than the people she's going with. I would feel like the odd one. She is older by decades. No offense, Lolo, but you are. You know what I mean? And I just think like, mm, anyway, maybe she's trying to relive her youth. Rico and Wiley, if they crash the Vegas trip, they would get more views than all of them. I agree. Somebody come sending me a picture of Rico. Child, he is withering away. That's all I can say. Unless he on Moderna too. Mm-hmm. Our fiance says intrinsic is the second oldest, but she will be looking for some sex, so we can't count her. What? Ah! How? Okay, let's go back to the Ness and the Heat situation. How the hell you tell somebody to bring your papers because you know you gonna go to Chow Town? Like what? What? And then, but Ness, did you ask her for her papers though? Cause you chowing on that. You don't know what that is, or what is in it, and you didn't ask for her papers. That's that inferiority complex. She can ask you for your papers, but you can't ask her for yours. I mean, for hers. Mm, mm. Wiley is jealous of Rico's free apartment. Oh Lord. Imagine they move in together. All right, next level guys. Shall say, SK, put yourself in timeout for. I'm just saying, that was just weird to me. That whole, I don't need it. What's up, Cosmic Girl? The reason the homeless population is high in Vegas is because the gambling they lose their home. Oh, okay, thank you, lovely one. Appreciate that insight. I'm a fiance says some of these homeless people are nasty. Child, have compassion. Have compassion. Next level God child says if you should have dropped the $20 in the trash can and watched for the. Look, he ain't about to go punch me because I always be on high alert. I always be on high alert. I'm sorry, but a lot of those people are homeless because they have mental instability and they can pop off in a minute. And the last thing I want to do is wail on a homeless man or homeless woman. I'm very, let me shut up if I get myself in trouble. I don't know. I mean, you just gotta be careful because like you may trigger them. You know what I mean? You may trigger them by being like by saying hello. You may trigger something that happened 20 years ago, and they go ballistic on you for saying hello. Oh hell no! And when they stand in front of the convenience store, I'll be acting like I'm angry and I'm a badass. And don't you better not ask me a damn thing. And what they do, they don't ask me a damn thing. And see if my method work. Because I don't want to be. You ask, you got some change? I should say, nah, brother. We in a digital age. Ain't nobody got no change. It's debit and credit, except for if you Jay Wilson. Okay, it's debit and credit. Ain't nobody paying with no damn money no more. You out of luck. And that was the truth. I didn't have no money. I didn't have no money. It was debit or credit. So he said, "I'm just trying to be in here. You guys, no, I don't." And now I'm telling you the truth. So I say sorry next time. Black Strawberry Apple says that's why you don't offer all homeless people things. Only the ones your heart says. I agree. I agree, Black Strawberry. I do. I brought back some chicken, green beans, and corn back from a restaurant to a homeless man. He said he don't eat green. Well, that may make him poop, and so you don't want to be pooping or anything like that, or it may give him a run. So, he may not he wasn't trying to be offensive, but, it may give him the runs. Lovely one says, any city that has casinos, the rate of homelessness goes up due to gambling. Damn. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm a fiance says intrinsic told JD that her girlfriend said she had a hall pass. Yeah, I heard that mess. I heard that mess. Sure. Hall pass. STD pass. Wiley qualifies for an apartment paid for by the government, just like Rico, but he's too prideful. How is that? How is that, lovely one? How is that, lovely one? Mm. We know why Rico get a free apartment. I'm just saying. We know why Rico get a free apartment. I'm just saying. We know why Rico get a free apartment. I'm just saying. We know why Rico get a free apartment. I'm just saying. We know why Rico get a free apartment. I'm just saying. We know why Rico get a free apartment. I'm just saying. We know why Rico get a free apartment. I'm just saying. We know why Rico get a free apartment. I'm just saying. We know why Rico get a free apartment. I'm just saying. We know why Rico get a free apartment. I'm just saying. We know why Rico get a free apartment. I'm just saying. We know why Rico get a free apartment. I'm just saying. We know why Rico get a free apartment. I'm just saying. We know why Rico get a free apartment. I'm just saying. We know why Rico get a free apartment. I'm just saying. We know why Rico get a free apartment. I'm just saying. We know why Rico get a free apartment. I'm just saying. We know why Rico get a free apartment. I'm just saying. We know why Rico get a free apartment. I'm just saying. We know why Rico get a free apartment. I'm just saying. So are you alluding to that as well? Not that I care, but I'm just trying to connect the dots. So I have to do what do you say? I have to do that too sometimes at Circane because I used to go by smiling all the time, and lots of homeless will come up, and I'll be giving them a bit of my money sometimes that could be sure can. They try to make you be like them, homeless. That's not funny, but you wind up being homeless, given to the homeless for real, for real. Just to be honest, like I'm just saying, like, if you was to give all your money to the church, do you think the church is gonna allow you to sleep in the church? Hell no, they ain't. They'll be like, oh, sorry, you should never gave us all that money, and we gonna do what we want to do, how we like with your money, but can you can't sleep here. We'll find you a social service that can help you. Ain't that messed up? All the money you give to it, and I'm not saying don't give to a church. I'm not saying that, but all the money that you give to a church, they're not gonna allow you to sleep in the church. I'm just saying. I think that's kind of interesting. I'm a fiance says, I bet that was some good chicken and rice. Child. He was putting his heart into that. That he Rico loved that man. Now, honest roll and the gorilla bear over there talking about love. No, no. Rico love. If y'all was around that time, that Rico loved Wiley. For real, for real. He would do anything for that man. If Wiley said, get on the floor and bark like a dog, Rico would do that. He loved something, I don't know. I was like, okay. It must be something you can see that I don't see. But mm-mm, he loved that man. Now that's Rico, then that was a true story of love. Not this other bullshit that's going on, giving people erections 500 miles away and all that other stuff. No, that that was the story of love. I'm for real, for real. He really was. Yes, enjoy life. He really was. Mm-mm. You said love to. But yeah. Cosmic Girl says, I always can hear Brother J say chicken and rice in a bag. Because probably he wants some. It's always how. Now, we would have found out a story about Mark. He wouldn't want us talking about it. Right? Right? You said Gorilla Bear. Yeah, Gorilla Bear. Let me see what y'all said. Okay. It was something else I want to talk about. Hold on. All of them are crazy to go in August because it's hot as hell. Yeah. And when it's hot, you tend to be more violent because your level of tolerance is less. I don't think Wiley will find someone who loves like Rico fast again. That would be hard. Well, it's just weird. Like, it's just think about it. And let's just talk about the world in general. When it comes to dating in this world, technology has messed that all up. You can't trust people. The temptation of infidelity is always there. It's just weird. It's just people are always looking at the next best thing. You know, that's how I feel. Like it ain't. That's why I'm not saying everybody lonely, but I feel like you got this tool in your face where you can easily become disengaged with the person you supposed to love rather than trying to really get to know them for your relationship to grow. And if you grow out of love with them, then you got a plethora of other options that you could look at. And then people are just so dishonest. And I go back to the fact as how can the Heat ask Ness for her papers, but Ness not ask the Heat for her papers? Because last I checked, if Ness was to get anything, it would really be from the Heat. If she is going down there and going down to Chowtown, right? It really wouldn't be Ness because if Ness is well, child, and then let's talk about this. How the Heat gonna say, "Oh, Ness really is the one with the reputation that I need to be worried about STD"? Nah, girl, you the one with the reputation because you talk about how you get hoes here, there, and everywhere, and now you done jumped on to another broad. We really who was Ness really dated that we know of? Nobody. But you done moved on to a whole robot. We don't know that robot got diseases, right? Transmission fluid disease, whatever it is, oil disease, and I'm being facetious. But if she did move on to another girl or girls or men, we don't know that. You the one that's shown to be more promiscuous than anything. But it's just the entitlement of such that I can ask you for your papers, but you can't ask me for mine. Like what? And she probably run around here all diseased out. That's why that thing on Ness's lip is growing forever and forever. I'm just saying, like, come on now, like, and then that's another thing. You can't be taken by what people say. Who said that in Houston? They got a whole chlamydia epidemic or whatever. No, I don't know, but they got a lot of stuff going on in Houston, and you can't be sitting up here taking. It's just crazy. Like I be putting people through tests for real, for real. I do. Like I'll put you through the stress test. I'll keep talking to you for 20 days to see if you still interested. Cause I'll be like, no. Cause it's just like, are you being consistent with your story? I mean, it's just like it's a lot. People just lie. Just lie. I'm just saying. People just lie. Just lie. I'm a fiance said, yeah. Your husband can literally be laying in the bed with you and on YouTube setting up a private meet and greet. For real. For real. And then they got apps to hide the app. They got apps to hide the phone directory. And personally, I don't like men that be cheating on their girl, like, or just being overly flirtatious with other women. Because it's just like you're not respecting women as women. You feel they are something that can be toyed with, and then oh, if you like this one today, you get with that one while you saying you love this one, this day, and all that. And then women can be very vindictive. They can fuck your shit up for real, for real. Like who want to experience the wrath of a woman? You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. And then come to that, come home and all your stuff is bleached. And you got your shoes all cut up. She over there putting a diuretic in the food she saying she cooked for you today. Sorry. Because you disrespecting her. As Sir King, the man was more than likely traumatized due to his circumstances and still angry. Who you talking about? Who you talking about? 70D says that was a lie, Sir King, about TX. Who's TX? Oh, Texas. No. No. That's not a lie. That's not a lie. I can pull it up right now, Stephanie D. Um, Houston has one of the worst STD rates. I can pull it up right now. Hold on. Let me show you. Let's see what it says. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to research this. Yeah, it's syphilis. It says syphilis is surging in Houston area, and the city's public health department is treating the disease as an emergent outbreak issue. So it's syphilis y'all have to worry about in Houston. So be careful. Be careful, y'all out there. I think we'll discuss that another day. I think that's why God gave us the manual method. You're like, what, Sir K? How can you say? I that's why God gave us the manual method. That's what I say. That's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons. And if you stuck on the island, you won't go crazy. But I feel like that's one of the reasons. So yeah. So other than that, that's about it. Oh, okay. So I want to say thank you to those who contributed to my NCAA football. We had a lot of fun. I'm gonna keep doing that. So I'm really trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this because it's totally two different genres, right? Over here is gossip drama. The games are more What you mean SK that wasn't true? Y'all want me to bring up the article? I'm gonna show you the article right here. Y'all keep saying SK that's not true. That's true. Houston Health Department, and this goes to July 13, 2023, but it says report syphilis outbreak begins rapid community outreach response. What you talking about, Detached? Are you talking about the syphilis thing? Or something else I said? Because I have spoken about a lot. But going back to what I was saying was Wiley is bipolar. No, I'm gonna show you, y'all. It's a whole thing about syphilis outbreak in Houston. Let me see for the last. Let's search it by the last. Let's say last month. It's even on YouTube. I don't want to watch them. I don't want to watch those TikToks. Hold on, y'all. No. I'm not talking. I think y'all looking at something that I'm talking about regarding that thing that I'm reading something that happened at a pool party. I'm not talking about that thing that happened at a pool party. I'm talking about something that overall. Hold on, y'all. Overall, not specific to that pool party. Okay. All right, Detach. You said I thought you were talking about what they said about Texas. It was over 45. No, I'm just saying in general. In general, I'm not. Well, I'm not talking about anything specific to one event. I'm saying in general as a whole. I should go get Rebel Son and he could tell us. I'm sure he's well abreast about what's going on in the community out there. So, hold on. Let me just do this real quick because I don't like talking about stuff that could be ambiguous. Danny Mail, Houston, STD. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me see. Let's check this one out. May 2nd. Oops, well, okay. I'm just going to read this to y'all. Hold on. Does it mention Utah? What? Utah? Oh. Ooh. They said Provo, Utah, because the Mormons out there said the least. That's the least. Let's see where Houston ranked. Houston in? Yeah, Houston should be in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. Damn, San Antonio number 19. San Antonio number 19, y'all. Let me see. Houston is number 44. America's 100 worst hit cities for STDs. Number 1 is Philadelphia. 2 is Memphis, Tennessee. 3 is Jackson, Mississippi. Number 4 is New Orleans. 5, St. Louis. Child, Quanta, you better be careful. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Number 6, Nika, you better be careful. Montgomery, Alabama. San Francisco, Tim Blaine, you better be careful. Number 9 is Detroit. Child, Rico and Shaquille. Number 10, Washington, D.C. Number 11 is Little Rock. Damn, Little Rock. 12, Norfolk. 13, Portland, Oregon. 14, Mobile, Alabama. 15 is Cleveland, Ohio. 16, Miami, Florida. Pizarro, you better be careful. 17, Minneapolis, Minnesota. 18, Laredo, Texas. 19, San Antonio, Texas. Tracy and Jay Wilson. 20 is Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So this was released in May 3rd of 2024. Chicago is 53. What? I thought that would be higher. Las Vegas is 55. Seattle is 71. Damn. James is 96. Pittsburgh. Mm. Y'all be careful out there, y'all. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right. So yeah. So what I was saying was, so it's like two different genres. It's like gossip drama over here, and then it's like video games over there. So I'm trying to figure out how to keep the traction, if they have to separate the two or from one, but we'll see. It's just that's my own personal decision. But I just want to say thank y'all, everybody. I was trying to bring different content over here, which is fun. I think a lot of people enjoyed watching the video game, and like I said, I did figure out how to incorporate my voice so y'all can hear me talk to y'all when I'm playing. So I think next up is going to be Street Fighter, or I may play the football game again. But next up is Street Fighter, and then probably NBA 2K. I do have Star Wars game that I think y'all find interesting, but it's going to be repetitive because I have a hard time uh, advancing. And then I have a game, Avengers game, but it has a Wakanda game. It's like three games in one, but one of it is Wakanda with Black Panther. So I think y'all might enjoy that too. So this is different stuff I'm trying to bring to the sector, and always challenge yourself. Always try to, because there's them gaming people. They get tons of views. So it'll be interesting to see that. So let me see. You said all I can say is rubbers and be careful about kissing. Yeah, it's strange. It's just like it's just crazy. It's just like you do better. You do better all by yourself. Because people stab you in your back. People just you don't know who you could trust. It's just I don't know. I don't know. The world is a weird place, man. The world ain't what it used to be. It ain't what it used to be. So thank you, Ron. You said you're all for content variety. I agree. You said, see, I'm gonna go find a Mormon husband, but they're very controlling. Well, you won't have a lot of freedom. The Mormon husbands are very controlling, and then you have to wear a certain kind of undergarment if you're of the Mormon faith. Look it up. Mormon men have to wear white underwear, and Mormon women have to wear like a white undergarment. If you what they call them, if you want the strict Mormons. So be careful what you marry. Be careful what you marry. Okay, thank you, Babs, for clarifying that. So y'all were talking about the 45. It says it's separate from the untrue rumor about. Yeah, I wasn't. I didn't even hear about that. So I never heard about that until now. But just be careful with people, man. It's okay to put people through tests. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just like you can't trust everybody, right? You can't trust everybody. But that's all I got to say, really. I mean, the last thing I want to say is I really want to see if VS really goes to Vegas. Sorry, I really want to see if VS really goes to Vegas. Not that I really care, but it'll be interesting. I just want to know who's putting all this together in the background, and what's your purpose? What's your motivation? Because I feel you're very strategic on who you chose, and I feel your choosing of the person I think manipulative is the strong is too strong of a word, but I feel it's very strategic. You choosing Ness, I feel like you honed in on Ness because you've been able to study her for a minute, and you know what her triggers are, in a good and bad way. Because anybody could have, I don't know, maybe they see certain qualities in her, but I also see, you know, that she has certain characteristics that are a liability. Like I said, if I'm a person who's staying in the background, you have certain characteristics that are a liability, right? It's just interesting. That's all. It's just fun and very interesting. And then again, don't be surprised if this is all a lie. In the sense that the person that you think is a millionaire subscriber ain't really a millionaire subscriber. They may just be somebody who's just sitting up here sponsoring a trip for Nets, and that there really isn't no bodyguards or stuff like that. Right? It's just weird to me. Let's just think about it this way. Why are you getting a party bus? Because if you're really doing it big, why not get a sprinter van or a splinter van, whatever you call it, a sprinter van, right? Where you could still party but have your privacy. See, you see what I'm saying? That's that next level, like high level, like, catering stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like concierge stuff, whatever you call concierge stuff, where you sit up there and say, "No, we're not doing a party bus. We're gonna do a sprinter van, and we're gonna have it. And you can still party in a sprinter van, but everything is concealed. But a party bus, you going down the street, everybody gonna see you. Everybody can follow you. It's just interesting to me. Like, I don't know. Mm. The man you tried to give $20 to is who I was talking about being traumatized and still angry why he didn't. Yeah, and I also feel like he was an older man, so a younger black man giving an older white man money is not, in his mind, the way things should be. So I just left him alone. Like, and I didn't know where he was mentally, and I don't roll my windows down to give to homeless people. You just never know. You just never know where people are mentally. You just never know, you know. And like I told you, sometimes it's placed on my heart. Like one time, the lady was in Walmart, and I could tell she was going through something. So I offered, and she was coming in. I felt at a time where there weren't a lot of people in there because maybe she was embarrassed to purchase. Because sometimes Walmart sells discounted food where they put another sticker rather than a regular sticker on the stuff they're trying to move. And I saw that maybe she had a few of those items, and I said, you can have that. I'll pay for that, and you can have $10. And she was grateful, but I don't do that often, But when God places on your heart, you have to be keen to follow that instruction. You can't put that off because the Bible says, don't say to your neighbor you would do something for him tomorrow when you could do it for him today, because that opportunity may not be there tomorrow. You know, so. But yeah, but that's about it though. Other than that, we shall see what tomorrow holds. We shall see. But you said Wiley's bipolarism is severe enough to qualify for disability. Okay, I'm sure. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Well, with that being said, I'll leave y'all be. Hopefully, y'all had a great day. If you want to, feel free to send a gesture to Dollar Sign Sir King Crown. Once again, thank you all for y'all generosity regarding the game. Um, I hope to continue to have y'all with me on my gaming journey. We'll see how far it can go. Um, I'm gonna tell you a story real quick on a Street Fighter game. I had some guy, I don't know if it was a guy or whatever, I had somebody message me on the game and tell me to stop playing a certain way. He talking about, do it the old classical way of, because they have it a certain way where you can do the moves. And I did it. I select the more. It's something I think it's classical, modern, and something else. I think I have it on modern. And he's sitting there telling me, because it's more fun. I was like, no, don't be mad because I was kicking your ass with the modern option. Like I just thought, and I was reflecting on that. I don't, somebody gonna tell me how to play so he can win. So what he did was he's like, okay, let's go into the customized room. And then he was trying to show me. He didn't like it was, you can tell what he was trying to do. He was trying to show that he was on the gold status and all this other stuff. And I was just like, dude, I'm here to play a video game. I don't care. He was just trying to make a point. It's weird. Like people, it's like us, I can read your comments. I was reading the comment and I was just saying, okay. I was like, but I kicked your ass, so what does it matter? So I was like, I know what you're trying to say, play a certain way, but to my own detriment, right? I was like, he's like, and stop spamming it. And I'm like, dude, if I can hit you with the move, it's your job to find out how to get out of that move. And I know what he's saying. We hate people that do this, that do the same move over and over and over again. I understand that. But there's a lot of times that people do the same move, but it's my responsibility to challenge myself to get out of that. Like to tell me, don't spam, then like, okay, but the gamers, the developers obviously knew that it's a way for you to get out of it. I hope they did. So yeah. Trademark Fortune says that's a good one. I'm gonna use that. What you talking about, Trademark? Black Strawberry Apple says you're a gamer now. I always play games because I felt games are a good look. I don't smoke, I don't drink. All right, so there's not much else that I could do to relieve stress rather than go to the gym, play basketball. So I think gaming is a good thing to help from experiencing cognitive decline and also to keep you alert and things like that. So but now I think due to Avatar Nation, they've kind of helped propel me taking it online. So we'll see how that go because like we did have 17 people were watching. So I felt that was pretty good to have 17 people watching a video game. A video, not an actual football game, and it does look like a football game, but I mean a real football game, but an actual video game. That was my first game that I loaded. It had 17 people, and it's got over 200 something views. I'm being humble. I think it's good, and I'm grateful. Are you going to Twitch? I don't know. I heard the people be over there acting crazy. I'm thinking about it. Outspoken. I'm thinking about it, but that's not the key thing on my radar right now. But like I said, I heard the people be acting crazy, so we'll see. But we'll see. We'll see. But with that said, I will let y'all guys go. Thank you. I hope you guys have a great week. Remember to be the change you want to see in the world. And I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you once again to my fans and supporters. And I appreciate y'all. All right. Take care. Have a good one. Be the change you want to see in the world. All right. Bye, y'all. See y'all later. And let me tell you something. If somebody asks you for your papers, then you damn sure better ask them for theirs. Okay? That's what I got to say about that. The nerve. The nerve. Bye, y'all.
Tofu Alley. No beef, just tofu.
That boy is good.